Hey there, my name is Carlos Berditz, and today we are going to revisit some of my tips for role-playing low physical stats. Because last time we basically just went through some beasts, basically monsters in general, but mainly beasts, and how they had that low stats. And today we are going to focus on how our players can roleplay that low stat for their characters. First, let's go to strength. I think that this is really the toughest one to roleplay, because you can only go so much with just role-playing low physical stat, and strength is the most difficult one of them, because it's just like you cannot push stuff. If you have like 6 or 8, you have really difficulty to push light stuff. Like a simple box, a cardboard box, if you have like 5, you cannot push a cardboard box. Or you cannot lift your equipment, you cannot carry stuff around. And this kind of stuff. You don't have that much a thing that you can do every time, but you can always pick something up and say, like, you try to just hand a sword or any apparel to one of your other characters, and you cannot lift that. You try to open a simple door, it's not locked, it's like the door of your room or the door for the tavern, and you cannot open because it's a little bit jammed. And this kind of small stuff that it won't hurt you and it won't hurt your character, but you can still give that little bit of flavor for your character having low strength, because the most part of them you will have to do some athletics or something like that to jump, or for instance you want to jump a really small pond and you just fell on it. You want to go up some steps and you get tired just getting there, but it sometimes mixes strength with constitution for some of this stuff, like being tired. So for strength, I guess it's more this kind of trying to reach to someone something, or trying to lift something, trying to just push something out of the way. You can, sometimes you are going through the city fairs, the city trade part, and you cannot go through the spaces because you cannot push someone just to pass your body. This kind of really low strength that will bring some color to your character. Next one on the list is Dex. Yeah, you try to juggle. You cannot juggle anything, like me. Or you try to open a door and you hit your face on the door. You trip in your own feet. I mean, the lowest it gets, the toughest it will be, because like if you have really low, like 1, 2, you cannot even move. Because 3 is a gelatinous cube, remember? So it gets tougher to roleplay something if you cannot even do anything at all. But like I mentioned, tripping over your foot, slow to react, someone throws something to you and you cannot get. The bartender tries to hand to you your beverage or your food and you just drop that. You miss catching really easy stuff. You trip in your own foot, as I mentioned. You cannot operate anything, like even just trying to light a fire, you cannot do it. You're not dexterous enough. Anything that requires precision is difficult for you, and even daily stuff that should be easy and simple, you cannot do it. Or you do it, but it doesn't work as it should. As I mentioned, you try to open the door and you just hit your face in the door. It's a simple stuff to do, but it's something that will give you some flavor. Because as I mentioned, physical stats, mostly the things that are really important you need to roll an acrobatics or a sleight of hand or stealth for this kind of stuff. So yeah, it's mostly being with dexterity is it is mostly being not comfortable with your own body. So that's it. The third one for the short video of today is Constitution. And man, I really don't know how to roleplay Constitution for showing it to you. So you can see that it's not easy. But Constitution is being tired just to getting one level of steps, like in the common tavern, or even going downstairs. It's difficult for you, like getting inside of a dungeon. You feel nauseous easily. You always feel a little bit feverish. You always have some kind of headache or something that you don't feel well any day. These are kind of stuff that you can associate with Constitution. Is basically that feeling of being okay with your body, like feeling not dexterous, like with dexterity, but it's more like feeling that you are well, not feeling comfortable with your body. It's feeling that you are well. So anything that mixes a little bit with that, it's something that you can role play with a low Constitution. So that you are feeble. It's not that you don't have strength. Is maybe you have like 16 of strength, but 8 of Constitution. So you can really lift bed easily. But if you have to lift something 10 times, even a small cask or something like that, you cannot do it. Like, or you can do it, but it gets you tired. And I am trying to focus on just roleplay stuff, something that won't affect you in-game mechanics because the in-game mechanics is already affected by your low stats in your skills and in your saving throws or whatever that you will need to use that particular skill. So it's something that you can use to add flavor, that the low stat is not just a random number that is in your sheet. So that you can use your character sheet to put some color on your characters. So I guess these small tips can assist you. If you haven't watched the previous video, go there. Probably there will be a link here and in the description. And see you next time for then the mental stats. And I believe that they will be much easier for any of you to imagine some possibilities to use that. So until then, see ya!